sitting there and laying there, and I'm like, I think I got my period. And I saw one picture of myself, and I was like around my whole family. I was around all this wealth and everything I manifested, everything I wanted, everything I wrote down. Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. This is part 2 of my 14-day dieta in the jungle, and this is the way that my second week went. So you can go check out the first video if you haven't watched it. In this video, I'm going to be going over and sharing with you all of the emotions, the feelings, and really what I experienced having ayahuasca madre for 14 days. No shower, no bath, no brushing teeth, nothing. Fully disconnected, only connecting to myself. And seeing the transformation that happened through this. Here, I'm coming back from my ceremony that I had on Monday. And I'm going to share with you what came up. So I just walked over to my casita, and it was really great just being able to be with nature and to connect with nature. As you guys could see, this is one of the outfits that I got from the tribe, and I wanted to show it to you guys. Let me just show. So it's really beautiful. And here is Chica, which is the one that I'm actually working with. On the sides is the vines of ayahuasca with some flowers. And then on the back, there is a Cambo frog protecting sapo with some, again, vines with ayahuasca. So that doesn't say me, I don't know what does. And here is Icaros to protect my heart. So I love this dress. I'm gonna wear it a lot during ceremony, which is exciting. Before I tell you guys all about tonight, I'm gonna actually change my dress because I just got my period this morning, literally the day my app said I was gonna get my period, and I don't want to mess up my dress, so I'm gonna change and then I will catch you guys up on last night. Okay, so now that I'm changed into my third outfit of the day, just joking, I've been wearing this dress every day. I've just been really being in myself, in my body, and been wearing it every day. So this is my outfit. So much to share. I don't even know where to start. One, last night was not what I expected. I didn't tell you guys, but yesterday I was sitting in my cabana, or my casita, and I was just, enjoying myself, and then I heard and I was like, okay, hope that's not in my house. So I look around and I look through the screen in the back over there, and there's an ant on you guys. I'm just gonna let it welcome to jungle life. Scroll on my screen figuring out why it's on here, and it left. And I was like, okay. And I saw, I don't know if you guys know, a yellowtail indigo. I had to search it up because I didn't know what it was. And I was like, hope that's not anything poisonous, which they're not, from what I read. And it was slithering. It was huge. At first I thought it was like a small snake, and then I saw the different color, like kind of like ombre, and I was like, oh, it keeps going, okay. And it just represents rebirth. It represents rebirth, reclaiming, and that's really what I feel like I'm doing through this whole experience, is rebirthing, is reclaiming, is all these things. So at that time I didn't know if I was sitting in ceremony, because Alita, the maestra, was like, oh, Shika, like, you're good, you could just rest today. So I was just kind of taking some time for myself and just relaxing, taking it easy. Usually I spend a lot of the day meditating before ceremony. And then she told me at lunch, you're sitting in ceremony, it's Friday. I'm like, oh, okay. So it was just funny. The snake was like, you thought you weren't gonna sit in ceremony, you're sitting in ceremony. So that was kind of funny. And then last night when I went to ceremony, it was not what I expected at all. One, when I did the ceremony, I had a little bit, like she filled up the full cup, and the brew here is quite strong, so I feel this is my thing with brew. A lot of people say that, oh, you 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups, 4 cups. Here's my thought, and I've shared this with other maestras, and they kind of feel the same. It's not how much you take, it's how much you're in your mind. After taking Chireksanango, I took this much one night, and the ceremony was great. Okay, so this night I took even little, like even less, and I remember her saying, is that good? You want me to pour less? And I said, pour less, because my body was telling me pour less in the ceremony. Keep in mind, we have a whole bunch of sounds going on of the nature and everything that you guys might hear now. And then on the other side, we have the sound of somehow they're making some casita, and they decided that at night is the best time to work because it's hot here. So there's like finishing construction on one side. So she said, this is going to really test you on concentrating in yourself, concentrating and like being with the medicine and being with Chireksanango and Ayahuasca. So I was like, okay. So I sat, and my ceremony was only 30 minutes long. That's it. Only 30 minutes long. It was crazy. And I was kind of frustrated because I was like, should I go for another cup? My body feels, is that my ego wanting another cup? Why do I want another cup? Sorry, I heard something. And then I said, you know what? It is what it needs to be. And I was kind of, what the best way to explain it, in dream state and in earth state. So it felt like I was teleporting and shape-shifting into different things during my ceremony, which I've done before in meditation and with ceremonies with clients, but it was more powerful this time. It was more direct, I guess is the best way of explaining it. And then I was sleeping while doing it, to the point that I telepathically at the end of the ceremony, one of the maestros was snoozing, and I literally telepathically, oh, I wonder if he'll wake up if I say I'll wake up to him. And as soon as I said that telepathically, he woke up. So it was just a really interesting thing. The theme of the 30 minutes of my ceremony was sexuality. That was huge. And the fact that a lot of kids, as you're young and you're exploring yourself and being with yourself, like parents don't know what to do, right? And that's usually commonly the case. And when we get shunned or shamed for that, or shamed for puberty, I grew my chest, my breast at 8 years old. No one had a bra by then. It would take another how many grades before people started wearing even training bras. I was wearing a full-on bra by the end of I think it was 5th, 6th grade. So it did a lot about my self-confidence. And on top of that, my parents were saying, you look too old, people are going to think you're older than you are, and all these things. So they made me feel shameful for, my breast, which is the entrance of my heart chakra and part of my sexuality. It's part of being a woman. It's part of our body, our art of our being. And then when I got my period, then it was all about, let's have a discreet bag, so when you go to the bathroom, no one knows you're on your period. So there was a lot of anger that came up last night, and I was just wow, again, we're here. That's why I say shadow work never ends. It never ends. And if you say that you're doing this because you want to get here, you're lying to yourself, or unfortunately, I'm going to burst your bubble. There's no ending to shadow work and healing. It just continues and continues and continues. So for me, it was an understanding that it was continuing, and I needed to reclaim, and that was my intention, to reclaim all of me. And Spirit was like, okay, well, we're reclaiming your sexuality. Being a human design where I'm sacral charged, I was like, I knew this is a big part of who I am. Now, keep in mind, I use the Flow app. No, this is not sponsored. And the Flow app is for your period. It's like one of those period apps. And this is the one that works for me. So I've used it for a while. And I told me that my period was going to come tomorrow. And I told Maestra, I was like, my period's coming this weekend. Usually it's late or whatever, we know that sometimes if we're going through stress or whatever. But I knew it was like my body. I was doing a meditation yesterday. My womb was like alive. And I was like, okay, she's coming. So at that point, I'm like, okay, we need to be prepared. And I know my first day of my period is going to be really intense. I know you guys can't tell that I'm not low energy, but right now I'm just like excited to talk to you. Talk about silent meditation when you get excited to talk to the camera. So then I was like, okay, maybe there's a reason for this. So I went to bed. I woke up the next morning, went to the bathroom, did my whole thing. Before I went to the bathroom, though, that's important, sitting there and laying there, and I'm like, I think I got my period. I literally do the whole like touch down there and see if there's anything going on, like not underneath the layer, but the layer. And I was like, oh, there's nothing there. Maybe I don't have it. I'm like, Shika, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. And right then I got, as soon as I said that, the jungle got alive. Just trust my intuition. I hear you, Pachamama. I'm taking that. Trust your intuition. So I trust. And when I trusted, a message came, Shika, you weren't meant to go through a full journey, because if you went through a full journey, you would not have the energy to hold space for your womb this weekend, the next 2 days, which ironically, she came right on time because I'm not in ceremony Saturday and Sunday. And then I just got told this morning, because Chire said I'm gonna have a feeling, because it's a masculine energy and there's so much going on already with my period and my womb shedding. They said they don't want to put me on the master plan. I'll go back on it on day 5 or 6. I think it's day 6 on Monday, Wednesday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably one before I leave. So I said, okay, sounds good, no problem. I feel like that's good. I go to the bathroom and she started to bleed. So again, just trusting our intuition. Our womb is such an open gate of answers. And my intention this weekend is to sit with her and see what she has to share, because, you know, I don't think it's a coincidence that they talked about sexuality for my even though it was a 30-minute experience. And I was like, it's supposed to be 4 or 5 hour ceremony. I'm only here for 3. Yes, I just meditated the whole night. But it was meant. Like, it was meant because she knew she needed her energy for whatever I'm shedding this weekend. So I will share with you guys if anything comes up. But that's what's been going on. And I just had breakfast. No, I did not show video because I honestly had no energy to. And I've been so in presence and just taking out the camera when I feel called to. I'm not putting any pressure on it. And then I am gonna go and just like rest and take it easy, do some happy, and yeah, that's my planio for today. I think one of the biggest thing I will share with people that's coming up for me as I'm talking to you is that when you go for your ceremony, if you decide to do a master dieta specifically, or even if you do not even a master, sorry, I thought I saw something, master dieta, jungle life, master dieta, but if you do any kind of plant, please know that you know nothing. And I don't say that, and your ego's like, oh, what do you mean, Chica? I don't know. I know some people, Virgos, might be like, what are you talking about? You know nothing. When you come into this journey, even me, and I know a lot of people, I read your messages, you're so sweet, and I love that you share that I've helped you, I support you, and I'm happy that I can share my journey so then you can be, you know, learn something from it. And when I think about it, I'm like, oh, we know absolutely nada, nothing. Because what you think you go into, my intention of what I went through, one of them was reclaiming. The other ones that I had so many intentions, and Spirit's like, no, we're going to focus on this one, the sexuality. And we know nothing. Bufo has taught me that. Ayahuasca has taught me that. Campbell has taught every medicine I've sat with, mushrooms. You know absolutely nothing. So the more you think you know everything, the more you're blocking yourself from your intuition, from reclaiming, from healing, from not coming from the same cycle over and over and over and over again. It's us that prevents that ability for us to tap into, sorry, I thought there was an ant. Sorry, guy. Oh, he's trying to get home. Let me just help him. Sorry. Okay. I'm like, you guys are, okay, cool. We're back. He was like on my screen. I'm like trying to figure out how to get him off my screen. Is there something in my, okay. Sorry, I thought there was, like, I put my medicine bag in there. the more and more we think we know everything, the more we're preventing ourselves from healing. So again, a little word of advice. If you're doing shadow work and healing, stop knowing everything, because you don't. Start being open to know some things and see where it leads you. I'm going to do some happy for my morning routine, ritual here. And it'll be really powerful because I'm on my bleed. And then I am going to rest and sit in this hammock. This hammock has been my bed, been my OG. And I'm gonna just sit and listen to the sounds and maybe journal some more. Journaling has been my favorite hobby. I've journaled pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. I even channeled an Icaros for my Cambo ceremonies. I was not expecting that. My teacher said her Icaros literally came in the jungle when she was on her dieta. It happened to me. So I got my Icaros. I'm gonna practice it more and more to get the tuning of it. But the words are amazing, and I can't wait to share it with you guys in the retreats who are coming to the Cambo and plant medicine retreats I'll be hosting. So, anywho, I love you. I love you. Let me go do some habits. I'm gonna talk to you in a bit. Out of nowhere, I started to feel this feeling I was gonna faint, and I didn't know what to do with it. So my first thing is go somewhere where there's a lot of people, because my experience fainting with my endometriosis on my period, or when my period's about to start, is always like I don't remember, and I fall to the ground and sometimes no one's there. So I just kind of went to freak out mode and went to the casita area, and I sat there waiting for Abuela. Abuela left for a bit to go get some medicine, and there was only Abuela's nephew and the chef there, and they called them to say Chica's feeling sick, her head's hurting, my head is like pounding. I feel it's like I'm on the verge of fainting with the heat and everything. Even without the heat, this happens. And eventually I was like using my breath. And then I might even cry sharing this. And then I'm like walking after taking the natural medication for my head and some vapor for my temples to cool me down. And then it hits me that I am so terrified that I'm always going to be in pain, that I don't know what my womb is without being in pain. I feel like my body is always in pain, and I don't understand why. It's almost like because you're in pain, you feel like you suppress being a mother. That's something I've learned. Every ceremony, there's always a theme of mother, and I got my hand read, and she asked me many times, are you a mother? And even my Cambo initiation, same thing. And I've been suppressing wanting to be a mother, not only from my own healing, my relationship with my mom, but also just the pain of having endometriosis, and it's just so funny because don't be a victim of your diseases, right? But yes, I'm seeing that on a subconscious level. So as I walked up here, surrounded by the sounds of the jungle, I just started to cry because I was like, if this is what it feels like to have a period, is it going to be this painful to give birth? Is that even possible? So I just want to share that as my first breakthrough moment. Oh, wow. Not expecting tears, but here we are. I'm process that and go meditate. My womb's been in pain for so long, and as I said that, I just feel like something dropped from my womb. Almost like some blood was shed just by saying these words and that truth. I grew up as a little kid always saying I want to adopt children. It's like as a kid I knew. It's crazy. Still want to adopt kids. But I suppressed it a lot, and I allowed my mind to be busy to avoid what I really want in life. And Chiricsanango is some tough stuff. I'm not even on the medicine right now. It's just my period. Spirit knew I needed my period to go through what I need to go through. And I need to clear my mind to see what I really want. And what I want, one of them apparently is being mother. And suppressing for a while. For years. I feel nauseous even saying that. As weird as it sounds. Okay, done crying with you guys. I'm gonna go be with myself for this. And just process. And I also had this fear of being lonely forever. Like no one understanding me. Ever get that? Like, no one gets me. No one will ever get me. I got that too. It's like, yeah, that's nice, dear, kind of energy. Like, there's more to it than that. Let's just breathe together. I feel like we need to breathe. I need to breathe. If you haven't breathed today, maybe this is your reminder. It's reclaiming my womb and all that she is and knowing her without pain. That's new. That's why I became a Cambo medicine woman. That's why I became a medicine woman. That's why I became a healer. It's because I'm tired of being in pain. I'm ready. I'm ready to not be in pain and be a beacon for others. I've been in pain, whether it's cancer, whether it's endometriosis, PCOS, anything chronic. Not be afraid to allow your soul to be in your body. That is something. What part of you is not allowing your soul to be in its body? I'll leave you with that. Thanks for listening to me in the middle of the jungle. I'm gonna go reflect and decide if I'm gonna be nauseous because I feel really sick. I'm in love with the sounds here. So peaceful. As you can see with the lighting, it's currently almost, I think, 5:40, and I woke up at 3:30 this morning with really, really bad, like, cramping period cramps, and I felt so much pain. But the interesting thing about all that is that in feeling the pain and tuning into all of that energy, I remembered that that was the same time that about 8-9 years ago, I don't even remember the exact years, that I was woken up and I was raped.
So it was just really interesting. So I'm just gonna move this toilet paper because it's by the candle. It's just really interesting how the body always remembers things. And of course, your initial thought is, oh, this again, we have to heal this again. So I actually sat down this morning, I did some happy, and then I did my intentions. I want to share them with you guys because this is like really powerful intentions that came up for me. And the light's kind of, so I'm going to bear with me. So I got clarity on my intention for my next ceremony. Clean the mind of clutter, noise, and distraction. Allow myself to feel safe and clean my Saturn return soul contracts and lessons, clearing my womb from any energy that I need to. So I feel like those were the main reasons that I had to come back and say, why am I here? Why did I decide to do this 2-week dieta? Yes, to learn about plants and to be part of this medicine lineage and learning about medicine, but it's more than that. It's about healing yourself first, and through that we heal other people, right? The second night that I have, it's so clear how much these things come in. Receive a vision of my soul mission, step into my highest frequency of abundance, and open my heart to myself. So going back full circle with that first initial intention where I just felt how much lack of love I have for myself and how much love everyone around me has but me, and claiming that back into my life. So I feel like these intentions are going to be really, really powerful. This period has been really powerful just in general. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see me. This moon cycle has been really, really powerful just in general. Like, wow, super, super powerful. A lot of shedding, just a lot of shedding, a lot of humbleness. And last night I heard some noise up in my casita in the mesh part, and a hummingbird got stuck in my casita. It's a beautiful red hummingbird. And again, it's just so interesting because hummingbirds represent abundance. So again, it's like calling in that abundance, calling in that space of where do you want to be in your life and how do you want to claim these things in your life. And I really think that right now, there's no better time than doing that for me. This journey has been profound. I was laying in bed, I'm like, I have 4 more nights here, so I'm actually going to be leaving slightly a day earlier. Reason being just because in the Amazon, a lot of the flights go out in the morning, just because a lot of people don't leave the Amazon at night because it takes so long to leave. Oh my god, this candle is going crazy. So yeah, I will be leaving a little bit earlier just to make sure that I have some time to just be and whatnot. So looking forward to that. I'm gonna go down for breakfast in a bit. I'm really, really early, so I'm probably gonna just hang out in the hammock in the place that we've been hanging out quite a bit here. The hammock. It's like where I spend most of my time when I'm in the casita. And then I am probably going to just take it easy. Just take it easy. And yeah, but I am feeling really low energy. I am super excited to continue the Dieta Chica. One thing I thought of is also asking her other plants that I can learn more about and connect with. I think one of my intentions for the rest of this year is to start to share more information on plant medicine, because I've had a few of you ask, Shika, do you have a course or something that teaches on medicine? And I don't. However, I do share them with people that I work with one-on-one. So again, if that's something you're interested in, learning more about medicine, incorporating medicine into your shadow work and healing, you can apply to my one-on-ones, or better yet, even come to one of my medicine retreats, where I'm a Kambo medicine carrier, and I serve Kambo, breathwork, karmic releasing, ancestral releasing, shamanic healing, all of those methodologies. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, you can let me know, and you can message me on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna go and just take some time on my own, and then we're gonna walk over to the breakfast, and yeah, and then I'm gonna just relax and whatnot. So I'm really enjoying sharing this with you guys. This is just great for me to go back to and just remember my first time in the jungle doing this master plan. So really grateful. See you guys soon. I love being able to walk here every single day. It's like about a 5 to 10 minute walk to the main casita where we have food and everything. I look forward to it every single day. At first I was like, oh my gosh, this is a hike. But it really allows me to integrate, to connect, get my feet on the ground, earth, every morning and before I go to bed. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I hope you can hear me. They're doing construction here. Just building another casita, so it's a little bit loud, but hopefully it ends. I'm manifesting it to end at some point. I'm doing this video early, this part. So today is my last night in ceremony, and I didn't actually get to talk to you guys because yesterday was such a sign day. I had so many things happen. One ceremony happened, and it was really powerful. It brought me to understand the codes and internally in myself on abundance and wealth, and I can't wait to share these codes when I've sit them in myself. But I just got an upgrade, excuse me, in my body in all parts of my life that night, and I had one guide that I've never seen before on my left. On my right, sorry, and on my left I had my higher self, and the whole time they were talking me through my mind. And one of the common things a lot of people say when they experience ayahuasca or madre is like the Minion surgery experience, which basically means like it feels like there's these little beings, little cute beings, like minions essentially, that are doing surgery on your part of your body to heal it or to clear it or to just like connect it, like reconnecting it deeper. So I got that in my head and my brain, taking out all those negative thoughts, and in my ears all the things that I've received through what I listened to as my younger self, as my teen self, and it was just really, really powerful. But the crazy thing that happened, oh my god, so we're in the journey, it's pitch black, and I'm sitting there and I feel this like thing that's probably about this big, like right on my third eye, and I'm like, ooh, that does not feel like a spider. So I flick it off, and obviously when you're on the medicine you're more sensitive, so like things that you would be caught off guard, it like caught you off guard times 10. So I was like, oh my god, okay, and breathe into it. So then right then one of the maestras was like, Chica, are you okay? And I said something fell on my head. They said, oh, maybe it's a spider. And I said, no, it's not a spider. And then the thing that came up, it was a cockroach. Oh my god. And the crazy thing is that day I'm in the kitchen and I see this like cockroach, just like, which is normal when you're in the Amazon, you're in the warm places like this is normal. It's like they have to live too, right? So climbing on the outside part of one of the buildings, and I was like, ooh, I don't know why, I just looked at it, stared at it for a bit. So that was one interaction. And then my second interaction was this experience where I had it on my third eye, and it was crazy because I'm meditating, I'm sitting there, I'm in this flow, I'm in the quantum, I'm getting all these codes, I'm receiving that, I'm channeling all these things coming up through Madre, channeling through me, and then this happens. So she puts the light on and like undim, and she's like, oh, where is it? And then Abuela's like, maybe it's just the ayahuasca, maybe I just saw something. I was like, no, I felt it, it's here. And something tells me to look on my right, and I see it crawling, like kind of like tippy-toeing, crawling, like, ooh, maybe I could like get away. And I said, cucaracha acá. Basically, cockroach is there. So she like went, she like started stepping into to get it away, and it was fine. And then we continue the journey, and I finish my journey. They usually put a candle on at the end of the journey when they close ceremonies. So you can go to the bathroom and just like bring yourself back, and then they turn it off to go to sleep. So she puts it on, and then I'm laying there, and I'm just laying there, and I'm like, something told me to look at the candle. And I look at the candle, and I see another cockroach walking towards the candle. I'm like, what? You obviously want me to see it. It gets even crazier. We go to sleep. The next morning, I'm sitting at the having breakfast, and then all of a sudden, again, I'm sitting eating breakfast. I finish my breakfast, I'm journaling, and I see something fall from the ceiling. What is it? A cockroach. So this cockroach was like, you need to hear me, and you need to hear the message that I have for you. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that, but okay. So I ended up looking it up, and it was basically saying like they are like resistant, and they're really great to teaching us about how to move through change and tapping into the subconscious and understanding the changes that are going on in your life. And there was one other part, like they're really tough, so this might also be a sign for you to toughen up through these changes, knowing that you are capable, even though it's a lot for you to take in. Hope you can hear me. But yeah, there's all those things that were happening, and I was like, oh my God, like, yes, I feel that. Like, try to stay away from negative thoughts, which has been my whole journey the past 2 weeks. It's been sitting in my casita, only staying positive. It's been hard with the medicine that I'm having. So that was a tree that just fell, sorry. As I said that, chop, 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 I got that card, remember, cut it down, clean it up. I've been getting that a lot. I'm cutting a lot of stuff out of my life. So anyways, so that happens. And then last night I was just really tired. I had the medicine. I went to bed at 8:30. I've been going to bed at 8:30. 8:30, that's my bedtime. I'm no later, no earlier. Like, that is my bedtime. And right before, I start to see, like, you know, I did mapacho to clear and cleanse the space. I got some medicine here, which I'm really excited for. One of my intentions of coming to Peru was to get to refill my medicine bag. As much as I love being able to get them from other places, like Four Visions and stuff, I really wanted to get one here locally. So I actually got 6 hapes, a whole bunch of mapacho, and what else? And sinanga for my ceremonies and for myself. So I know where it's coming from. I know it's supporting local. I'm really big on that, especially considering that I learn from the local traditions. So it's important for me to try to support when I can in respect to the culture, the locals. So that's really big for me. So the maestra's friend who does the medicine actually did them for me, and she actually got basically the medicine and brought it here for me to get, which was amazing. Honestly don't know where I left off because my camera died. But it died in just the right amount of time because I'm about to leave tomorrow. So tonight is ceremony. I don't remember where I finished, but I'll share a bit about today. So it's been bittersweet. It's been kind of sad that everything is just kind of coming to an end. It's hitting me now that I'm leaving tomorrow and I'm getting comfortable here. And, you know, it's interesting when we get comfortable, that's when things shift, and it's never going to be always the same all the time, right? Things are bound to change. So yeah, and then I did a little bit of packing. I want to do a little bit more in a bit. And I actually gave the maestra some cute shorts and a dress that I wanted to give to them. I felt called to. And she gave me this necklace. And it's interesting because I've been getting a theme that every time I have a teacher in my life, in my healing work, they always give me jewelry. And it's usually with the intention of protection and having them with me whenever I need it. So I'm really grateful for this gift. And she was wearing it in ceremony, and then she gave it to me, and I was like, thank you, it was so sweet. So yeah, and then what else? I have ceremony in about 3.5 hours, so I'm just gonna relax, take it easy, and just reflect. And I pulled out some cards, and the cards I got was the shamanic card
in the autumn, which was talking about, I asked what my intentions are for tonight. It's saying stepping into your power. So my intention tonight is stepping into my power and also letting go of everything that is in front of me that I'm holding on to. You know, the final hurrah, the final deep work tonight. And then the other cards I got is co-creation, and what was the other one? Co-creation and regeneration. So it was just telling me that get prepared to co-create the abundance you'll have. The next few months is all about manifestation. So I'm going to really focus on affirmation practices, making sure I'm talking to myself positively, being mindful of that energy. Sorry, it's really addictive to swing back and forth. And just making sure that my mind diet is good. You know, it's not always talking negative to myself or being negative about anything that's going to bring in that energy. And I actually talked to Sarita, one of the maestras, and she was saying that right now there's so much going on, and they're actually making a new Maloka. And it's interesting because one of my intentions, I hope you guys can hear me, is to help out the tribes and support in some way that is respectful to the culture. What I mean by that is I see a lot of people coming from different countries, and they mean well, and maybe some do, some don't, but then they take advantage of the culture. They help out in a way, or maybe they think that they have something of that culture, like kind of appropriation through the process of supporting. And I want to make sure that I'm respecting. So I asked her, I was like, what support, like what's going on in your community? You know, what can I do to help? How can I help you? And she said, well, we have the Maloka, and Abuela's been crying a lot because she's stressed out about not being able to make it. And we have a group that's coming, that's a big group, and they've reached out to people who are going to be sitting with them and just, you know, offering support, and they're just, right now, they're not able to. So obviously they're really stressed about that. And me having a similar family dynamic, I come from a big family where, you know, everyone supports each other, and that's great. But then also, like, that means, like, financially sometimes too, like, your so-and-so will call you, hey, oh my God, and, you know, boundaries, right? But I think that was a big thing I learned, was like boundaries, with like understanding that, but then also knowing that culturally they just support one another constantly. There's no questions. You need something, let me help you. And they're so helpful to so many people in their healing. So I'm thinking of possibly doing a 2-month kind of fundraiser / healing event where I'm going to be offering, and I'm going to brainstorm. I don't know what the details are, but they're going to come out soon, and you guys will hear about it soon, probably in one of the moon videos. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because I think that's something that I'm really excited to offer and to support with, and just a lot of really exciting stuff. So yeah, and it's coming into all fruition of how Spirit wants me to help and support Spirit, well, the world in many ways. There's a lot of downloads, but that's a little gist of an example of how I'm meant to support and let them come to you. Don't seek out for them. Trust that they will come to you. And this opportunity came to me. So really grateful. I'm going to continue to swing on this hammock while hopefully construction should end soon so I can like meditate. But thanks for listening to me talk. If I don't talk to you today, I'll let you guys know before I leave everything and just give you the whole rundown of what everything looks like. And then yeah, slay food. I love you. Love yourself too. And I'll talk to you in a bit. I want to share something. I was just packing my bag for ceremony, which is starting in about an hour and a half. And I saw another butterfly. I've been seeing them everywhere, but I saw a butterfly, and this one was black and white. The first one was blue, and it was talking about connection, intuition, freedom, which is definitely what I'm feeling for my intention today. Freedom to be my power, freedom for liberation, abundance, all of that. And then I saw the black and white one, and it just like fluttered and showed itself off, and right in front of my bag when I was packing it, like right there. Right there by my towel. And I looked it up and it means huge, massive change and transformation. So yeah, I'm interested to see what tonight will hold. We'll see. Okay, it's currently the day I'm leaving. Yesterday's ceremony was insane. I hope you can hear me because there's a saw going on again. They're doing construction here. Yeah, it's an insane journey. It's been such an insane journey. I'm really sad I'm leaving. Today it was kind of like it hit me. I'm like, no more walking up this path up to my casita. And I'll be back this next year around this time to do another one, because I see the importance of doing the dieta. It really brings you into your emotions. It brings you into yourself. It brings you into the essence of what am I here to do, but also what am I avoiding? What do I need to let go? So the plants work beautifully together and they talk to you, they connect with you. There's so much I want to share. I'm going to actually do another video explaining and sitting down with you the whole experience. Here you guys kind of saw in the moment everything, but there's so much more I haven't shared with you. Last night was a full death and rebirth. I rebirthed so much, and the full theme of last night was how can I anchor my power and let go of control, even purging. Like I said before, my past journeys I've had with ayahuasca, before I even did any of this stuff, the first time I did it, I never really purged. I was like preventing myself, trying to control my purge, trying to control how I want to heal. What do I want to heal? And we do that all the time. How do we control situations and not allow ourselves to anchor in our power? A lot of people want power, but when they receive it and they find out that it's there, we give it away. So it was really a reclaiming of power, reclaiming of voice, reclaiming of all of that. Even just talking to you, I feel more powerful. And I feel like I've just got all the answers I need. I feel complete after today. I feel like I'm ready for Cusco. I'm going on to Cusco and Sacred Valley and to connect with the Quechuan and Inca, areas, and just really connecting with the lineage that I learned a lot of the shamanic practices from. And hopefully I'll be able to do an integration healing with my teacher there. If not, then another time. But I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for Chica. I'm grateful for Ayahuasca Madre. I'm grateful for the Shipibo tribe and the family. I'm grateful for Pachamama for holding me. I could feel her heartbeat last night. I can feel the connection of all animals, all living things. I was even communicating with them while the Icaros, and even when the Icaros was even going, it was silent. There was such a deep connection of that, and I got such a deep clarity of why I'm here. And a lot of that is to share my voice here on YouTube and discuss more of truth, talk about truth, talk about more truth and healing, talk about more truth of how we step into that healing space for ourselves, and talking about the connection. So I've always been quite connected with the moon, and I learned something really big. I had alien connection, which was my cosmic family. I got to connect with them. It was crazy, connecting with them and seeing them and feeling them. And I knew I wasn't talking to anything. Whenever I would go outside, I'd be mad, and I just didn't want to be here anymore, even at a young age. It's crazy how much I didn't want to be here at a young age. And I would just say, take me home. Why am I here? I'm so confused. And I got so much clarity on that. I want to share with you guys in a separate video, because that alone is going to take at least 20 to 30 minutes to explain this, 20 minutes to just explain the last session that I had and the last healing. But it went full circle with every ceremony that I did, all the 6 ceremonies I've done here. And I'm just feeling really refreshed. I'm even looking at myself as I'm talking to you guys, and I feel like my aura, I can see that my body, my being has the energy is just so different. It's crazy. It's insane. So I actually packed up, if you guys can see, packing up, getting rid of all the stuff. I have my bag here, and then my suitcase, which I'm going to get some help to bring to the tuk-tuk, and my backpacking bag and my wallet and stuff. So I didn't know if this sound was gonna stop, so I'm like, let me pack and then hope. And as soon as I started, I was like, okay, it's great. And then it started again, and I was like, you know what, universe is just saying, don't control the situation, just trust you're supposed to do it in this phase, and you can still get the answer and the message across. So yeah, I'm just feeling really grateful. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude and everything. And I'm just starting my journey. I'm going to Cusco, and then I do the women's retreat. Actually, I'm going to change that word because that's a huge shift I'm going to do as well. Not women's retreat. It was the goddess feminine retreat. The reason why I'm saying that is because I believe all beings have feminine. Doesn't matter gender. Like, it's considered every person has a feminine and masculine in them. And I was reminded of that through my dieta and even in my own being of how I was avoiding my fluidity of being and who I am as a person, my identity. So I'm going to change that to goddess and feminine because I feel like that is the deepness of tapping into your inner goddess, which we all have, every single one of us, and your inner feminine. So I'm doing a retreat on that for 8 days. I'm super, super excited for that. It's going to be powerful. Like, I've already seen some of the women that are going to be doing this and some of the feminine goddesses, not women, feminine goddesses, beings that they are going to expand so much. Like, they're being challenged already and they haven't even left the land to lands yet. It's channeling to them. Peru has some special magic. So I'm gonna go and finish packing, and then hopefully I'll take you guys on the trip when I get to the hotel, and then yeah, and then I'll see you guys there because I'm gonna be leaving in about 30 minutes. So I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, and also I don't know if I showed you yesterday. I think I did, but I had Sarita's a necklace the whole night, and it really brought comfort to me. I had it underneath my pillow, and it kind of reminded me when I was younger. I used to have a lot of nightmares as a kid, and my mom gave me a rosemary to put underneath my pillow. And she used to like put agua florida and like basically blessed water into my room because I would have nightmares all the time. Yet did I know that I'm a dream walker, and my soul can just like shape shift into so many things, which is why I'm in a shamanic healing, and that's what attracts me to it. Something that I've known, it just scared me because no one explained that to me. So I had this, it brought really a lot of comfort. I didn't have it on because I just didn't want to like rip it off or something if I was moving, but I had it underneath my pillow and around my arm, and it just really helped and supported me. So, okay, I think that's enough talking. I'm gonna go and pack, but thanks for listening, and thanks for going on this journey with me, and it's not even finished. Okay. All set. Can't believe this is my last time walking on this path. I'll always remember it, and I'm always grateful for Pachamama. I packed all my stuff, have my suitcase, and they're gonna actually help me because it's pretty heavy. And then we're taking the tuk-tuk, and 2.5 to 3 hour drive to Iquitos. I have to go to the bank because I bought some medicine for my medicine bag, and then I check into the hotel. So by then it should be around 3 or 2 o'clock. Right now it's about 8 o'clock, just after 8. So it's a full day of traveling. Fast forward, I just went to the bank and then I checked into my hotel. Wow, being in the jungle for 2 weeks, it really feels like a treat to be here. Honestly, a treat. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the room a little quickly and just show you. You can already see it's pretty comfortable. From the reviews, everyone said this is as nice as it gets. It's a 3-star hotel called Hotel Jungle House, and it's really nice. I really like it. So when you walk in, this is the bed. Oh, it's a king size bed. I'm gonna sleep so well. I'm excited to go to bed early and everything. They have a safe. This is the view outside. There's like little chairs you can sit, enjoy. That's what it kind of looks like outside. And then when you move into the bathroom, which I haven't seen, I'm seeing it with you guys. It's pretty nice. Wow. This is the bathroom. There's me. So yeah, the lighting's not the best in here, but that's okay. And I really like it. It's just simple, it's modern, nothing crazy. And this is the view from there. There's another mirror. So yeah, that is the hotel room. I'm gonna get my shoes off and just take it easy and relax. Oh, I just took a shower and I feel amazing. I feel like a new person. It's crazy the small things you're grateful for once you are in the jungle for 2 weeks and you do not shower, bathe, or brush your teeth, which reminds me I have to brush my teeth because my teeth need some love. So I'm gonna brush it for a while. But yeah, I want to say thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for being here and just witnessing me doing my first master plant, no shower, fully in it with the Shipibo tribe and family, and just all the things that have come across it. And there's so much more I want to share with you. So make sure you like, subscribe, put notification bells so you don't miss the other video I'm going to be giving you guys on an update on more of the real details. And there's some really crazy things that I witnessed. Maestra actually told me while they drove me here to the hotel, she was saying, she was like, there was a point where you didn't act, you didn't like respond, and I was like, did we lose you? Did we lose you? So it was just really funny, and I don't remember it. I don't remember her coming and touching me, and I think that was when my spirit went through this experience. So yeah, there's a lot I want to share with you guys, but I will do that for another video so we can break these pieces a little bit. But I'm gonna rest and relax. Thank you so much again. Thank you for supporting and being here and witnessing me. I'm off to Cusco, and then I'm hoping to share a few clips from that and some just deep medicine, which I'm so excited to connect the lands of one of the lineages that I do a lot of my healing and learn my practices from. So it'll be so great to connect with the brotherhood there and my teacher there and everything. So it's gonna be amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go and lay in this bed because why not? We're gonna end the video here. Thank you again. I love you so much. Continue to do the deep work. And just know that at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is love. Okay. Está tranquila. I'm gonna rest. Bye. Love you.